Hello everybody. Before we move on to chapter 2, I thought it'd be a good idea to go over yesterday's comprehension questions and talk a little bit about how we could find the answers to these comprehension questions as well. So we had the following questions. Who are the characters we've met so far in the story? What is Neverland? What is unusual about Nana? Why was Mrs. Darling worried? Why was Peter in despair? Where does Peter live? Who are the lost boys? What happens when a child says, I don't believe in fairies? I just wanted to take a little bit of time to look about how we might try and find the answer to some of these questions. Okay, so the question that I've chosen is, what is unusual about Nana? And the strategy I'm going to use to answer this question is underneath, and it says, firstly, underline the words in the question that are going to help you find the answer in the text. 2, scan and find those words or similar words in the text. Number 3, read the sentence with those words in. And number 4, if you have enough information from this sentence, write the answer. If you don't have enough information, that's where you're going to read the sentences before and the sentences after as well, to help give you that context. Okay, let's start with step number 1. Which words in this question, what is unusual about Nana, am I going to underline to really help me find out the answer? Okay, the words that I've decided to underline are what, unusual, and Nana. And I think these words are really going to help me find out the answer to my question. The word what, although I won't most likely find the word what in the text, it's telling me that I'm looking for some information. And the information I'm looking for is about Nana. Nana has a capital letter. So again, it's most likely to be a person of some sort. And I'm looking for something that's unusual, so something that's strange or different about Nana. So these are the words, particularly unusual and Nana, are the words that I'm really going to be looking to see if I can find in the text to help me answer my question. Okay, so I'm going to try and find those two words, unusual and Nana, to help me find the answer to the question. See if you can beat me to it. I'm coming down, down, down. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's unusual, and there is Nana. So I'm going to read the sentence. It says, the children had an unusual nurse called Nana. Doesn't really tell me the answer, so I'm going to read on. She was a big Newfoundland dog who slept in a kennel in the nursery. Okay, so now I'm getting more confident that I've got the answer, because it says that Nana is a nurse. Okay, so in this context that would be someone who is looking after the children. And it also says that that nurse is a big Newfoundland dog. So I think that is what is unusual about Nana, that she is a nurse, but she's also a dog who looks after the children. And then I would write my answer in, which is Nana is unusual because she is a nurse who looks after the children, but she is also a dog. Okay, let's have a go at another question now. Okay, the next one I've chosen is, who are the lost boys? So let's look at the first step. We're going to underline the words in the question that are going to help us find the answer in the text. So, which words are you going to underline? Pause the video and have a quick think. Okay, did you get the same as me? So I've decided to underline who and lost boys. Who's important because it tells me I'm looking for people or a person. And lost boys are of course important because they are the people that we are looking for. Okay, so these are the words that I'm going to try and find in the text. Okay, so I'm going to try and find the words lost boys. Let's see if you can beat me. Where might they be? Oh, yeah, got it there. Lost boys. Okay, so I'm going to read the sentence. Now he lived in the Netherlands with the lost boys. Still doesn't tell me who they are, so I'm going to read on. The lost boys were children who had fallen out of their prams when their nurses were not looking. Nobody claimed them, so they were sent to the Netherlands. Okay, that's given me enough to get my answer. And here I've put my answer in. The lost boys were children who had fallen out of their prams when their nurses were not looking. And then a little bit of extra information. Nobody claimed them, so they were sent to the Netherlands. So that is a way that you can answer some of these comprehension questions. Remember that I posted the pictures of the text on my Twitter page, and that's what you can use to try and help you find the answers. Or if you go through yesterday's video where I'm reading the story, again you can look and you can pause and try and find the answers in the text there as well. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you the answers as well. So the characters in the story are Wendy, Michael, John Darling and Mr. and Mrs. Darling. We've also met Nana, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Netherlands, an island that children visit in their dreams and where anything can happen. We've talked about Nana being unusual, being a nurse but also a dog. Mrs. Darling was worried because Nana was barking, and she only barks like that when there is danger. Peter was in despair because he couldn't stick his shadow back on. Peter lives in Neverland. We talked about the lost boys being children who'd fallen out of their prams when their nurses were not looking. And when a child says, "I don't believe in fairies," a fairy somewhere drops down dead. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to be reading chapter 2 of Peter Pan, and I look forward to doing that. Thank you very much.